Hey, welcome back to Dear Twin Flame. Hasn't been that long since I recorded. I'm getting better at this. I have company today. Hold on, I'll show you. Say hi, Ergon. Hi, Ergon. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. He's being saucy. He's being saucy today. Stop, Ergon. Leave me alone. Hi. Welcome back. So I've been where have I been? I've been here, stuck at home, as per the rest of the world who are non-essential. And honestly, I've been on a bit of a ride, feeling angry and fearful and anxious and all that crap from the collective, but also feeling very much at peace and I think resound isn't the right word, but content with the plan. I'm sorry that this is wiggling so much because I'm holding it today. Sorry. I'm content that whatever plan the universe has set in motion is for the betterment of the collective. So I am okay. Inconvenienced, sure. Sorry, I'm trying to balance it. Okay. Inconvenienced, sure. Bored, probably, although I do have plenty of canvases that I could be painting. I have lots of things I could fill my time with, but just the emotional, stop it. Just the emotional ride of it all is a lot. I'm sorry. My dog is being a nuisance and I don't know what he wants. I've been listening to a lot of music, watched a couple movies. I got a message from a lady I know who does readings. Again, I don't usually go soliciting readings because I can do my own. But when people call me and say, I got this message for you, I tend to listen. And then in my own meditations, I've been getting a lot of messages from Spirit, and ultimately the message is the same, and that is to have patience. What will be, and that I know my truth. It also says stay strong and push forward, but here's my thing. Okay, so I'm going to read you. I had a lady who she's I don't know how to describe her. She's a friend. Anyway, she puts out these questions on Facebook sometimes, and today's kind of stuck with me. And so I decided that I'm going to use my little videoing thing for a journaling of sorts today, because I think these are the kind of questions, or these kind of things that if you were here, I would like to talk to you about. So, how do you speak? The first question is, how do you speak of yourself? How do you speak to others about yourself? I'm not good at this. I wouldn't say belittle myself, but I don't give myself enough credit. I'm getting better at that and being more, this is what I know, this is who I am, this is my truth. I'm getting better at that, although I tend to shy away from sharing with people who are going to question my sanity, or those who in the past have made me feel unworthy or worthless. I suppose I don't share a lot with them because why bother? They do not represent my truth. So I don't say a lot to them when maybe there are times when I should. I don't. So I'm learning to be better at that. I'm getting better at it. It's a slow road, but I am getting better at it. I guess talking to you on this channel is putting my truth out there, although not directly. So when I still find when I'm with others, I tend to back off and let others lead, and I don't step into the role that I know I should. But that's building. I hope that with practice I get better at it. What am I proud of? What am I proud of? Up until this point, I probably would have always said I'm proud of my kids. I'm proud of, I wouldn't ever say I was proud of very much, because I never felt like anything I did was good enough or worth being highlighted for, I suppose. But what am I proud of now? The fact that I realize that I have a lot of worth. I'm proud of the work I've done over the past year to see myself in my truth, to see my value, I'm proud of myself for finding happiness in a space that I was always taught I couldn't, if that makes sense. I'm happy with my life, so I'm proud of that. Sorry, I'm really having a hard time with the camera today. What do I want to hide? I guess my truth would be that I want to hide how much I miss you. I hide that a lot. I hide that from myself. I hide that. Really, I guess I hide that from you, unless you are watching these, in which case I'm not hiding it anymore. I don't hide it because I'm ashamed of it. I hide it because I feel like if I admit it out loud, then I will be pushing you away in some way. I hide it I guess maybe it's not hiding it. I don't know. I do hide it though. I don't share it with I don't share it with very many people. And those I do share it with, I feel like I drive them crazy and they don't want to hear it anymore. Old news kind of deal. So I guess I also hide just how far our relationship went. I do hide that, not because I'm ashamed of that, and not that I would change it at all, just because realistically people judge, and I don't feel I need to defend my decisions, and I don't feel like I made a mistake in the actions I took, so I do hide that. I don't think I hide very much else anymore. I used to hide a lot. I used to hide how, but I feel like, here's the thing. I used to hide a lot how other people made me feel about myself. I used to hide my reaction to people because I felt like I didn't deserve to have those reactions. And now that I'm in a better place, I don't hide them. I speak my mind for the most part. And if I don't speak my mind, I usually just walk away because they aren't worth my time, and I recognize that, and I'd let it go. I get to choose how I let other people make me feel, and so I choose not to let them hurt me or bring me down. Right. So I don't hide how I feel anymore. I just acknowledge it and either let it go or speak it out loud and then carry on. So that's different than it used to be, because I used to hide a lot of how I felt. for fear of judgment or hurting others or a whole list of reasons. And none of them are my truth anymore. What are my successes and my accomplishments? My successes. Again, it goes back to what am I proud of, I guess. I'm proud of how far I've come in the last year. Before when I first, let's see, I would have answered this question a lot differently a few years ago. I would have said my successes were the career I had, that I chose to give up, that I'm good at art, that I'm good at photography, that I won an award, that I was top of my class, that I was a successful parent, that I had a successful marriage, that I lost weight, that I could have a whole list of what I thought were accomplishments. And I don't feel like they're accomplishments anymore. It's weird. It's a very weird place to be in. My successes, I feel, are my clarity and my understanding of who I am as a person and where my happiness and my unconditional love lie. I feel like that is an accomplishment and a success in allowing me to live a most fulfilled life. Where I used to think my kids were my successes, I don't. I feel like they are wonderful human beings who are their own story, who I help guide as much as I can, but ultimately they are their own vessels. I actually look at them and see all the things I need to work on still, to say, oh yeah, I can teach them to be better in this way because I've learned to be better in this way, so that their worth isn't based on a test that they do or the time that they got in their swimming. So I feel like that mindset is my success and my accomplishment now, which is way different, because I was raised my whole life that the marks you got were your successes, the opportunities you got were your successes, that if you won the race, that was your success. And I really don't feel that way anymore. It's really changed. And then the final question for today was, what have you been dreaming of? And I guess that goes back to, what have I been hiding? What have I been dreaming of? I guess ultimately my whole life I've been dreaming of finding this peace within myself that I now have. And now I dream about sharing this peace with you. Because it's one thing to have it within yourself, but it's a whole nother experience to share it with others. And without question, I've been dreaming of sharing it with you. So, which is also what I've been hiding. So there's that. And that's where I'm at today. Sitting at home for hours on end and having nowhere to go and nowhere to be for any length of time is quite the opportunity to reflect and write your crap down and listen to spirit and that inner voice. And my challenge is that always leads back to you these days, which on one hand makes my heart full, and on the other hand makes me really sad, because I'd love it to not just be in my head and in the 5D. I would love it to be in my reality, in my 3D life. So yeah, so all that being said, I had an idea, and I don't know if you'll be open to it or if it's okay. So backing up, I've been meditating, obviously, reflecting, obviously, and one of the things that keeps coming up is for me to have courage and confidence to reach out. I thought that these videos were courage and confidence to reach out. I feel like I'm breaking a boundary set by doing any more than this. So I'm not sure what to do with this. I had an idea today. I don't know if it's a feasible idea or not. And that is again, not to meet up in person. I know that's not what makes you or that is not what you want at all. But I didn't know about setting up I don't know if you've heard of the app Zoom. I'm using it these days to connect with my friends and family, to be able to have multiple people on a call, a video chat kind of idea, to talk to each other and see each other's faces, because we miss each other very much. And I didn't know, the idea came that maybe I get online to a Zoom meeting, Zoom onto the Zoom app, and invite you to my meeting, which would just be me and you if you showed up. I don't know if that's something, it's not traceable, so I know that's always a consideration for you, that you don't want others to know of this communication or be able to track it in any way. So I didn't know if a Zoom meeting between the two of us would be an option. Anyway, I'll think more on that. I'm getting chills of confirmation from Spirit right now, but I can't wipe my arms off because I'm holding my iPad. Oh man. Okay, so every time we've had this conversation, I have an overwhelming sense of fear in my stomach. Every time I have that, it is something that I am supposed to push through and just do. So I will try to figure out a time, and I will. When's a good time? I can't do it tomorrow, and I guess I could do it Wednesday. Oh, I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna say Wednesday at 5:30, 5:30, in that space of time. I will get onto a Zoom meeting, and I will send you to your work email. I'm not sure if that's still a valid email or not. I will send to that email a link to join my meeting. And if you join, I would love to see your face very much and say hello. And if you don't, I understand. Okay. Oh, now I'm really scared. Oh, I don't like it when I'm having courage, I'm having confidence. Okay, I will do that Wednesday afternoon at between 5:15 and 5:30 sometime. We'll say 20 after 5. At 5:20 on Wednesday afternoon, I will start a Zoom meeting, and I will invite you through email, through your work email, to join that meeting. That's what I'll do. And I hope to see you there. Oh my gosh, okay. Dear Twin Flame. I'm losing my camera here. Dear Twin Flame. Sorry. Okay. Dear Twin Flame, you are loved and you are missed.